Welcome to Mitten Music.
While we were at the Michigan Music Econ Summit, we had the opportunity to talk with Andrew Witter, one of the co-founders of Art Arbor.
Andrew,
Andrew.
Introduce yourself.
Sure.
Who are you? Why? What are you doing here at the Michigan Music Alliance Econ Summit?
So my name is Andrew Witter. I'm one of the co-founders of Art Arbor. We are a digital ecosystem that helps bridge the creativity and financial side of our business. So we're all graduates of Grand Valley.
Sure.
Music, finance, kind of a mixed background, and we kind of put free resources out there through Substack, school, articles, videos, just like things we wish we knew sooner, Like some people just don't know some things. They just focus all on the music, and that's what we want people to do, right, is to focus on the music. But at the same time, there's an inevitable almost like tax of being a part of the economy that you have to function. And we're here to help artists with that.
Ooh,
fronts.
Art Arbor.
Art Arbor, that's it.
Like arbor as in an arborist?
Yeah, like
there's a leaf on it.
There's a leaf on it, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes when we feed this to AI, it's like, here's how to cut down more trees.
Right? But I was like, is this related to Ann Arbor or is it arborist?
Arbor, the concept of the name is like we are all creating our own community, our own arbor of, so to speak.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Very community oriented, yeah.
So how long have you guys been around as an organization?
Yeah, we've been around for a few years now. We kind of started honestly as we're going to go fully like as an app. We're like, cool, let's do an app, make it like resources. Like maybe we'll do some AI connectivity for artists. And then we realized the learning curve there was quite large, so we shifted. We were all like very NFT blockchain heavy. This is a couple of years ago when things were still kind of popping off. And we're like, cool, let's help artists like launch their NFT projects. That didn't go so hot. So just because like you can't buy things, like even with MoonPay and all these other verification, like there's still huge gaps where like even Chase won't let you buy things on OpenSea. Like it will flag it, or go to Coinbase and say I want to buy some crypto. It's like no, we don't trust that. And it's like, so I mean, if you're already functioning, it's different. We found that if you already have kind of this digital Web3 community, obviously there's a lot of ways to help monetize and establish more footprint. But if you're going from like nothing to something, it's just still like I wouldn't say it's really worth it. The amount of information you have to consume, and then also the technological, like it's just hard. So we kind of pivoted from that, just being like let's focus on resources, helping people one-on-one, consulting with them, helping them do some kind of things for their CRM, or we actually have an audit where we'll do with an artist brand and be like, okay, let's focus on these areas. And help either connect you with someone that can do the thing for you, or maybe coach you through it, or we can coach you through it and do it with you as you build your art brand. So
when you say art, is it music mostly, or is it other aspects of art?
At this point, we haven't really quote niche down to a particular frame of art, because we actually wrote this kind of manifesto that's like everyone essentially is an artist until rents do, so it's like
then you get a job.
Get a job. Yeah, it's like, and of course the starving artist is out there, like that's been a saying for my whole life. And so it's just like if you have art, you say I do the art thing, whatever it is, and you're like I want to make money. Whether I go from zero to hobbyist, or I go from hobbyist to like a professional, or professional to career, like whatever kind of stage you're at, it's like you inevitably have roadblocks, just like a business does. So helping people navigate those, it doesn't matter really what art you're in, because essentially a lot of the artists we bring on, they might know they're niched very, very well, but then organizing things to actually like have a strategy and a roadmap is different. So that's where we come in.
Okay.
Interesting. So would you say like an artist would become a client of yours in a way?
For sure,
It's more of a recurring, there's help that you can provide along their journey of being an artist, not necessarily a transactional, hey, we're going to do this thing for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we have our Substack, that's all these free articles that we do, but if you're like, oh, I kind of understand that, but I need more tailored, it's like, come get on a call with us. You can go through our Stand store, book a call with us for an hour. Me and the guys will hop on and we'll just go through your whatever you need. A lot of times it's, I don't know what I need. And then it's like, okay, we'll start with SMART goals. And then we work backwards from like, what's our baseline? And then we have, tracking. And so, we like to capture a lot of data for our more reoccurring clients. And that's how we, show growth and success and whatnot. But
Sure.
goals. It's amazing how people just don't have goals.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Really?
goals are important.
Yeah.
Right?
For
sure.
They set your direction. Right?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people will sit down and will talk like, well, what do you want? You want more of this, more of that? And they're like, I don't know. Yeah,
Right,
it's like,
yeah.
I want more shows. It's like, okay, well, what kind of shows do you want? I mean, it's like the specificity. So a lot of the times our first call to someone is just like, let's get clear.
Sure.
And then we'll work from there.
Yeah. It's really getting them to understand what you need to help
Yeah.
them, right? Because
Yeah.
if you don't have any direction, how are you going to
Yeah,
get them to
you
the
don't want
right
to waste
people
your time.
or help
Yeah.
them yourselves in a way? So
Yeah, there's an infinite amount of things you could be doing at any given point. So just trying to go through the noise of like what's the priority. That's a big thing that we help people with too. It's like having someone just talk shop and soundboard initially is like the biggest thing. People just they don't have I mean, if you journal, I guess like prompts. Actually, we have some like worksheet prompts on our website or our Substack you can go to, and like those are things that will help you figure out like what is it that I want to do.
Makes sense.
And we really try to make everything as free as possible. And then if someone wants to like have more one-on-one customized roadmap plan, sit down with us. And it'd be fun someday to get to the point of having like, with AI, you can do so many things now, but it'd be cool if it was almost, an interactive chat or some sort of app people could go into and get that level of, service and roadmap planning. But
sure,
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Someday.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
For sure. So how can people connect with you right now?
Just go to our Substack. So go to Substack and then do Art Arbor. Just type it in. Follow us there on your email. You can follow us on all social media. Also Art Arbor. We have a school. If you're into schools or you can go to do that. Also Art Arbor. We just started launching that. So we're looking at doing like a weekly reoccurring like office hours thing. They'll probably be starting during May, but we've been post probably 2 articles or so a week and a podcast every other week on our Substack.
Okay.
Sweet.
You do a podcast too.
We do podcast. Yeah.
We'll link that. We'll link all that good stuff.
Yeah. Would you guys come on to our show and be a guest?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, we would love to.
Let's go.
I love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
So when you've worked with musicians, what are some of the things that maybe I'm sure there's a range of things you guys come across, but what are some of maybe the things that rise to the top of the struggles that they're having or need the most help?
What's the best of the worst things? Is that basically what you're asking?
Yeah.
What are the best, worst things you've
Yeah.
ever seen?
Well, first, it's the goal thing. So let's assume that you're past that. Let's
Okay.
assume you've set your goal and you're like, yes, I want to do this thing. And then it matters like what stage they're at. So if someone's at like a very beginner level, assuming that you're technically able to fulfill the art piece, at that point, it's just all people assume people know who you are. And at that point, you fall into that trap of not doing enough advertising, essentially.
Yeah.
Not going out and shaking hands, handing things out, giving a lot of things away for free. A lot of people don't want to do that, and I think that's kind of just the first pillar you just have to do. You have to get out there and do these things, hand out stuff for free, try to give out free music. If you're willing to do that, like a little EP, something that is going to stick with someone.
Yeah.
So let's assume that so that's stage one. If you are someone, I actually have a little bit of a brand, I'm professional, I'm touring, then it's like that next stage of delegation. So now it's a matter of you only have so many hours in the day, right? So how can you delegate or automate in order to continually scaling up? And then assuming that you have, let's say, a small team of people working for you, I would get to the last category of the musician of, we're touring, we're going out, we're having, I would say then that one's more tailored to the individual, but it seems as though the commonality at that level is understanding the monetization. So you kind of have established yourself, you've gotten some systems down, you're touring a little bit, you're playing a little bit, you're selling CDs, you have some merch, you have a little team working with you. At that point, it's what are the other ways that we can basically build community and then hopefully build off of social media, because you can't do a whole lot on social media like school or Substack or there's all these other ways you could, like even Patreon, build community around on a third platform, another secondary platform potentially where you can, I guess monetize. I guess we say monetize because it's like a business term,
Right,
money.
right.
But essentially, it's just moving your community to a place that's more intimate.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. So I hope
Makes sense.
whoever listened to that, they got wherever they were in their stage, they can take a piece there. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
dig it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Learning. I like that. This is not something I've ever heard of before.
Yeah.
And I'm like kicking we could have been talking about I feel like I'm saying all that because we'll interact with a lot of younger bands that are either just getting started, especially at the summer times. We're going to like music festivals, Sounds of the Zoo or whatever.
Yeah,
you get out there, and whether they're heard of us or not, there's just lots of young bands out there.
Totally.
And it's always like we want to be like give them information or something like a little mini version of if they were to come today. But I feel like introducing them to something like Art Arbor is a perfect. Like, I mean, obviously we would qualify, like we mentioned it. If there are a couple 18-year-olds that are just like figuring stuff out as a hobby for the like, they're still learning how to play guitar. They're probably not, they might not care so much about this. But so many of those like mid-20s, late 20s, like been doing this for a few years. They got it. They're trying to move up. It's like, what's this little next tidbit we could give them? We got to introduce them to Art Arbor.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the 0 to 1. Sometimes people, or even the 1 to 2, that can be the hardest. Breakthrough moments.
For sure.
Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, and just another resource and organization helping out the music scene. Really, I mean, you're helping out a lot of artists, but I'm just in the music side alone. It's just another.
And we're all musicians at heart. I don't see that generally, but literally the co-founders, me and the other 3 guys. It's 3 saxophone players, and then it's me. I'm a drummer.
Okay, sweet.
So yeah, it's like I always feel left out because they was talking about saxophone all the time, and I'm like, I don't care about your reads or literature.
I don't care about your reads.
Do you guys in any projects or bands or anything?
That's actually how we all met. So we were all in a band together.
Wow.
So Jake, one of the other co-founders, he originally had a band called In the Blue over in the Detroit area.
Okay.
He went to Grand Valley, studied finance and accounting, and during the summers we would do a ton of weddings. And so originally we were just a regular, like, they needed a drummer. Their old drummer was on the other side of the state, so they asked me. And then the same with the other 2 saxophone players. Like, it all just kind of, we played together for 3 or 4 years and did weddings. We went from literally playing bars like Rockies and getting literally just my dad was there.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And
Rockies was cool though.
Oh yeah. To like playing, 50 weddings in a year. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, we had a whole
That's every
plan
weekend
strategy
or whatever.
Yeah. I'm no longer in that band. We just do this together, but that band's still chugging along.
Oh really?
Sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how do 3 saxophone players and a drummer put together music?
That is
we had a keyboard player, we had a bass player.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, are you guys musicians at all?
I'm not. I always tell the people that everybody needs a fan, so I'm your fan
Love that.
and love music. So that's why I'm doing this.
I can only half answer it. I have lots of instruments.
Okay.
I wouldn't call myself a musician.
Yeah.
I've self-taught on many instruments, but I'm not anything crazy. But I love gear. I love instruments. I love musicianship. Love music, obviously. Yeah, I think we're up to 8 or 9 guitars, basses. I don't know. Just created a drum set for a 7-string headless electric guitar.
Wow.
It was pretty. That was an interesting swap.
You're a collector.
Yeah, I love dinking around and playing, and I love the process of like recording. But in songwriting is just the one thing I just don't know enough. Like I could do my own thing, but one day I don't know. There was a songwriting breakout session today. I should have signed up for that.
You should have.
What the heck am I doing here talking to Andrew for? I'm just joking. I don't think it was right now, but
no, it's at like I think 1 o'clock or something after lunch. Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, it's great to meet you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Well,
Glad you guys.
Glad you came by, and
Thanks for having me.
Art Arbor.
The Art Arborists.
Yeah.
Don't think trees.
The artsy tree guys.
Think figurative tree.
Yeah, fair enough.
The thing you're growing. See, you are growing.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, you're getting a growing community.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
You guys are great. I love it.
Arbor. Yeah.
They made it make sense.
Took me 15 minutes.
Whatever.
Hey, I should have explained it better.
It's all good. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
thanks a lot, man.
I'm good.
If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe. And also check out our website, themittenmusic.com. Sign up for future information. And also check out our social clips on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure to tune into our next episode to figure out where we're going next in Season 5.